How did you reverse your family's rules? My parents had this insane rule that Wi-Fi went off at exactly 8 p.m. every night. No exceptions, no arguments, no nothing. Dad would literally lock the router in his desk drawer like it was nuclear codes or something. They said screens were rotting my brain and I needed to learn discipline. I hated it so much. All my friends would be online playing games or doing homework and I'd be sitting there like it was 1995. The worst part was when I had projects due. I remember this one night I was working on this huge science paper about climate change and I'd been researching for hours. Had like 15 tabs open with all my sources. Then boom, 8 p.m. hits and everything just dies. Lost all my work because I hadn't saved it yet. That was it. I was done being treated like a little kid. So I started planning my revenge. Used my birthday money and allowance for 3 weeks to buy this exact same router model online. Found it on eBay for like 40 bucks. Waited for the perfect moment when my parents went to my aunt's wedding for the weekend. Friday night they left and I switched the routers. They looked identical. Same brand, same color, everything. But this one was special because I could control it from my phone. I spent the whole weekend setting it up with parental controls, but not for me, for them. I programmed their phones and laptops to get cut off from all the fun stuff at 8 p.m. sharp. No Netflix, no Facebook, no news apps, nothing. But I made it look like regular technical difficulties. Meanwhile, my devices had full access 24/7. Monday night came and I was doing homework at the kitchen table when Mom tried to pull up her baking show on the smart TV. Nothing. Just spinning loading wheel. Dad tried checking his sports scores on his phone. Same thing. Did the internet break? Dad asked, looking all confused. Mine's working fine, I said, not even looking up from my laptop that was streaming YouTube perfectly. They unplugged the router, waited 30 seconds, plugged it back in. Still nothing. I offered to help like the good son I was, pretended to troubleshoot for a few minutes, then magically their basic internet started working again. But no streaming, no social media, nothing fun. This went on for a whole week. Every night at 8 p.m., their entertainment just vanished. They'd get so frustrated trying to watch their shows or scroll through Facebook. Meanwhile, I'm sitting right there with full internet doing homework or whatever. Finally, they called the internet company. The technician came out Thursday afternoon, tested everything, couldn't find any problems. But then he asked the magic question, who set up these parental control restrictions on your devices? Both my parents slowly turned to look at me. I just smiled. Dad didn't even yell. He just asked, why? You always tell me I need to be responsible and manage my screen time, I said. So I'm being responsible, just like you taught me. Mom actually started laughing. She couldn't help it. The next day, Dad brought me the old router and told me to switch them back. But instead of going back to the 8 p.m. rule, we made a deal. Wi-Fi stays on until 10 p.m. on school nights, midnight on weekends, as long as my grades stay good. They never figured out I kept the backup router, just in case they ever try to pull that 8 p.m. nonsense again.